Hello, hello, beautiful people of the internet. Welcome, welcome all. Welcome, Master Maticus, Bagameister, Blackfire, Bardishbag, Christoph. Welcome, one and all. Let's get this show on the road. Let's get this run underway. So, combat comrades. That's right. That's right. Beautiful people of the internet. That includes you. So, last run, I titled my stream like Finding Barbarian Madman, or what was it? Today the Madman shall meet Davkul. Well, he didn't. We didn't find him, but we didn't look that hard before sort of filling our coffers. So we're gonna make another pass. We sort of trekked the lower part of the snow. And so I think the order of this particular stream is after selling some stuff, because our inventory is still full. And then what's our, yeah, we're about to get another retinue slot, yeah. Hey, apples and fruits. Can you request the Chadliest Indebted I find in there? Is Manhunters next? I should look. Yeah, if it is, you certainly can. Christoph asked us if his bro is alive. I'm pretty sure, Christoph, you died a little while ago. Yeah. How did you die? I'm trying to remember. Oh no, that's right. Oh, yeah. Hammered to death by a barbarian. Died too early, and it was like, yeah. Also, there's a weird like line there. I don't know, that's weird. Yeah. It was a barbarian, there was a big fight, and it was like the top left of the map, and yeah, it was, yeah, sad. 2 kills in 5 days, he deserved it. No, we were keeping him in the backline, keeping him relatively safe, because he was a good brother, but used him too aggressively. I don't know. And got unlucky. It's a question of, I'd have to look back to know if I agreed or disagreed with the decision I made at the time. I don't recall at this point, but yeah. A scrollable obituary type run? Yes. Kinda has been. All right, we got cheap tools here. Love to see it. We've also got some trade goods we can buy, and some pretty cheap food. Cheap ammo. This place is great. We can take a look at what this contract is. Probably not gonna bother doing that. I think we've got a plan for what we're gonna do next. Given that we need to have 6 armors with attachments, I think I might buy these armor attachments. How many attachments do I have on right now? 1, 2, 3. I think just 3. Does the obituary show sacrifices? It does. Let's try to show. Yeah, there it is. Lucid Tavi, sacrificed to Davkul. We're still looking at a sacrifice happening any day now. The chance of it happening is high. The team is euphoric, so I don't actually need to complete this ambition instantly. What I might do, actually, is buy all 3 of these, apply 2 of them, and then we will just wait for the last one until the sacrifice event happens, and then replenish our mood from there. I feel like that's a reasonable course of action. So let's go ahead and put this heraldic shoulder plates maybe on the heavy lamellar armor. And we're going to hang on to the double mail to opportunistically apply it when the time of need comes upon us. Okay, so let's see what's in Husnerborg. A big old Bardiche. That's not that good. I mean, it's fine, but nothing too crazy. So I think this is probably where we're going to sell stuff, because I want to make another pass at the snowy part of the map. So I think we'll probably sell stuff here, and then sort of scooch over here and just sort of that kind of thing, something like that. So this is a good place to sell stuff, and we need the money. The other option, I suppose, if we wanted to buy more warhounds before we left the north and then probably don't come back here. Yeah, we probably don't come back here for like a really long time, right? At least not way up here. We're not gonna go way up here. Maybe ever again? So maybe I should buy some warhounds, and then I can put the heavy warhound, the heavy dog armor on those dogs. That might be a good idea. Yeah, I feel like that's a good idea. So if I'm gonna do it that way, and then I can check this area for the madman as well, because he might be like right up here. That would be very sad if that happened to be the case. So I'm gonna sell at a more likely to be like higher price location. I might find some fights along the road, so I'm gonna just sell some. Oh, we don't even have that much cheap crappy stuff, huh? Just a little. Oh, we could get a cacao. There are a handful of fights where the cacao is handy. Helps us determine our approach when fighting goblins specifically. So I'd have to sell a little bit more to be able to buy it. I kind of like it. Let's do it. Let's go down to like, is 1 day's worth of wages enough? It might be. So let's see. Who's fast on the team? Obviously we've got Choppy Cat, who's got impatient, but he's gonna have to wear the sergeant sash. So who's next fastest? It might be Ixax, but the ranged bros I don't want to give the cacao to. Nobody is really very fast. Master Maticus? Looks like he's the one. Okay. Alright, we'll make our way down to Hamarstead. And so, from that location, we're gonna sell stuff, and then hopefully have a whole bunch of money. Many Reavers. Let's do it. Let's keep the team's mood high by taking any fight that we see opportunistically along the way. Kind of an important thing for us. This is also, of course, a great opportunity for us to get barbarian throwing weapons. So we're not going to throw out the cacao this combat. Okay, they just whiffed. They beef and cheesed it. They did a terrible job. We like that. Guys, using adrenaline. Yeah, I was gonna say, I can't imagine he's gonna do much good. Barbarians aren't known for being reliable employees. I suppose that's probably true. Okay. We did get a bundle of heavy javelins there. Very nice. We're definitely going to hang on to that. It'll be something that in the future, I'm sure we'll have opportunity to equip and make use of. Kind of low on throwers this run, which, you know, is fine. Barbarians will post to Reddit the RNG is rigged. Yes. That does sound like something the barbarians might do. Hello, the Chaucer. It goes well. How are you this day? Alright, we've got 5,000 dogs and thralls here. I counted. 1, 2, 3, 5,000. Looks like a decent number of throwing weapons. So we'll get up in there and blow them up. Boom. Xerxes. Doing exactly that. Was a good week? Excellent. It's great when you have a good week. Oh boo, Master Maticus doesn't have Pathfinder. I suppose that's his best attack. They sound so sad when they die. I don't like that. Probably why he hasn't found the path to Davkul yet. All will meet Davkul in the end. Poor doggos, I know, right? I think I've mentioned this before, but when I very first got this game, and I would be playing it with my dog like sitting on my lap, when the dogs would whimper, that's obviously like samples from, you know, actual dogs whimpering. I mean, that's what it sounds like, so no surprise. But she reacted quite strongly. Like, there's a dog that's in pain somewhere. We should do something. And it was very endearing, but also very sad. just churning through a whole bunch of thralls. A whole bunch of experience for relatively low threat and effort. Coming from that barbarian hideaway. Might leave that intentionally. That might be what's causing ambush trade routes. We knew that that was there previously, and it looks like it's still there. And it could be that camp that's to blame. So we're gonna leave it. I see no reason to unambush these trade routes. Let's see, is there anything in here we want to sell? No, not in this chunk. We're just gonna get rid of all this stuff. Including, sadly, I think this named Barbarian Mace. The Pummel of Carnage. I don't think we're gonna get any use out of this. Yeah, the Pummel of Sex. The Pummel of not being quite as good as just like, I don't know, a regular two-handed flanged mace. Oh well. So sad selling those trash barb weapons, yeah. It is. It is a little sad. At least I'm rich now. Indeed. Yeah, we got some serious crowns. So I think the plan's gonna be go to Tangwire, pick up some warhounds from there, and then we're gonna do our Great Northern Sweep. Aha, and we have another seat in our retinue slot that we can fill. So if we want to do extended trips out into the wilderness, the Scavenger is a great pickup, giving us tools that we can use to repair armors. So let's just go ahead and do that. The freeloader, yes. All right, so we're gonna buy these 3 warhounds that we can put heavy war dog armor onto. All right, let's get Fan's Lightning back out on the battlefield. We're gonna pull out a cultist of some kind. I guess it has to be Master Maticus still. And the reason is we need our non-cultists to be as happy as possible. Here's like a good dog. Because that sacrifice event could happen anytime. Okay. And I'm gonna buy some extra warhounds here. We're gonna buy these 3. And the idea there is that, sadly, these dogs aren't immortal. And so they might fall on the battlefield and we'll need to replace them. So we're gonna stock up on food. I know we've got a decent amount, but I'm gonna buy just a little bit more. And then we can go on a real long extended journey. So I suppose the Barbarian Cave could be up in here. It looks like that's all forest. Oh. Oh no! Oh wait. Wait. No, 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 no. This is actually bad. Shit. I wish there was a way I could decline this. Oh wait, hold on, wait a minute. It doesn't say it got rid of... Hold on, wait. Actually, maybe this is okay. It doesn't say that he got rid of the dumb trait. And yeah, I don't think it gets rid of it. I think Sedge Stark is right. This is just a fun interaction. What gave it away was just quickly skimming the text and a little ways away. Nexiator is pounding ants with a rock. You simply nod and let Crackalack live out every teacher's biggest fantasy. You thought I gave 2 initiative or something? Yeah, maybe there's a chance to give stats. So I think, let's double check. Nope, still dumb. Still dumb. Whew. Good, okay. What a relief. R.I.P. ants, that's right. The ants are the real victims here. Okay, so we've got some frosty unholds. I think we're gonna fight these. 6 is quite a bit. It's a little scary. My thought here is in this fight, we need to keep the mood of our non-cultists up. So we're just gonna be a little careful that Vance Lightning doesn't get injured. But, you know, we should otherwise be good. I could, of course, apply this other armor attachment. Maybe I should do that preemptively before the sacrifice event happens, but yeah, I don't know. Okay, Manifest Destiny Child, that is the perfect meme. That's incredible. Also, Twitch blocked the specific phrase, die dumb, which is like weirdly specific. Ignorance is bliss, indeed. Okay, I don't know that everyone has Pathfinder, so let's see, what's the best way of doing this? Let's back up just one. Except for Crackalack. Crackalack's gonna stay where he is. He might even step forward? Sure. I'm gonna indom. Okay, great. So which ones are we gonna focus on? This one, this one, this one, I suppose. Probably with priority for the ones on the edges. Do I put a dog down? No, probably not. Okay, we're gonna indom and move up. That way, these 2 unholds are locked onto our tank. That half skull helmet is badass. It looks badass. It's only like an okay piece of armor, like overall, but still kind of nice. Stats don't matter if it looks cool. Well, Fashion Bros is the true end game. Everybody knows that. Are white unholds the only enemy in the game in which you can't tell visually if their armor is broken? That is a good question. Are they the only enemy in the game where that's true? Lindworms? Right? Lindworms would be kind of the same thing though, like another beast. But... yeah, Ifrits. Ifrits too, I suppose. So close to killing that one. Let's see if we can still manage it. Here we go. Okay, got one of the unholds. These unhold fights can be slightly sketch. Glad Vance Lightning didn't get an injury, I'll say that. Okay, 2 down. The bros fighting in your real life environment, snow everywhere. Yeah, we got some snow here. Just today. Yeah, the dog triggered morale on the unhold by flanking. Yeah, it's pretty neat when that happens, for sure. That's a feels good morale check. Where the dog is just simply too spooky. Okay, I hope this dog doesn't... hope Drake doesn't jump on that unhold there. Because I said that, he probably will, but... yeah, okay. That one I can't even blame on dog AI. That's just like... expected. Okay, got that one fleeing. Got that one deadened. Cracklack, I suppose there's no point in recovering. Well, I guess there's maybe kind of no point in attacking either. We'll just recover. We'll press the blue skip turn button. Alright, let's try to get this. Yeah, good. So yeah, let's get him. Let's get that guy dazed. And we'll do our best to get this one fleeing. There we go. Fearsome. Pretty good. Few perks have that kind of value. Okay, so we managed to, you know, pick up a decent amount of damage across the team, but that's okay. We got 2 thick white furs, which, you know, in the future may become additional fur padding. And these 3 giant skull and bones, which we can turn into a bone plating. That was very clean. Yeah, it was pretty clean actually. It was reasonably clean. And Vance Lightning did not get an injury, which is good. So, actually I should step on this mountain here, huh? See if the icy cave is over here. Okay. I'm gonna be very depressed if it turns out it's in this little strip here. But we can come back and fill in the gaps if we don't find the icy cave in our first pass. I'm sure there's gonna be other sections of the terrain that are kind of inefficient to pass through. You know it will, yeah. I mean... Either that or it's just in some stupid chunk of forest somewhere. Is Icy Cave for the cleaver? It is for the cleaver secondarily, actually. It's mostly for the armor. The armor is what I want more than anything out of that. Alright, we'll fight these Barbarian Reavers. So from the Barbarian Madman, he'll drop the broken ritual armor, and fixing up the ritual armor and turning it into the armor of the Age of Rock is very good. So we're just gonna bum rush here. No think, only attack. Small brain, big number, you know, that kind of thing. Wow. Wow. They only missed. What were their hit chances? Because, you know, we point out when we get unlucky. And even though, obviously, we're more fixated on it when a fight matters, I suppose their hit chance is really low. I mean, it's decent against the dogs. I mean, melee defense is a pretty good stat. We've got decent bros now. Slow GC Briggy, neurons activate? Yes. Exactly. Dopamine receptors, receptive. Briggies, perished. Dopamine, activate. Get him, doggies. Okay. Nice and clean. We loot, we move on. These are merely a diversion. What we're looking for is the icy cave. And I suppose I can probably kind of scoop and explore this little chunk. Okay, and then we'll just continue on up here. Is it a mod to be so zoomed out? No, you can, it's just mouse wheel. You just zoom in and zoom out. No mods that are having anything to do with that. Come on, icy cave. Icy cave, icy cave, icy cave. And we'll do the same deal with this. Oh. Well, first we got some business to take care of here in this tribal camp. Doesn't say we'll do the same thing with that little chunk of fog. We'll go check it out. MLG Pro level snow swooping slurry, thank you. I did do some shoveling today of snow, and you know, same strats. Hey, Corvus Korak. I'm doing well, how are you? Hope you're having a lovely day. Bold place to build a camp. Haven't they heard there's a roving band of madmen hell-bent on milking men of the North for all of their EXP? You know, it's kind of like building your home in a place that's... I'm not actually going to finish that sentence. That's kind of insensitive, because there's actually natural disasters happening in California. I was going to say building your home in the path of a potential natural disaster, but it's... I take my own self back. That was terrible. I hope everyone, if y'all are in LA area, are doing well. Reported? Fair. Anyway. I was more thinking of people who are building on, like, you know, coastlines of places with coastal erosion. But, you know, Sludgy needs sensitivity training. Believe me, HR has already seen to it. Oh. Is that guy bleeding? Is that what happened? Didn't even really see it. He must have been. Oh. Don't know what an acre is. Just magical units. About 1 million Big Macs? Yes, exactly. That is the precise amount, in fact. $500,000 Big Macs. That's a lot of Big Macs. The zoning bro. Getting zoned a little. You found an article converting McChickens and just assumed it was about the same. Is it not? One would think that that ratio would be identical. If not, I call shenanigans. There is a new Big Mac McChicken something or other. Chicken Big Mac? That does exist. Oh man, the bacon, egg, and cheese McMuffin? Yes, Lord Jingo. That is the go-to breakfast sandwich from McDonald's. That gives me joy I cannot possibly correctly convey over the internet. That was my go-to when I was younger and still is to this day. Yes, the bacon, egg, and cheese McMuffin, perfect. Ooh, sausage, egg, and cheese is also good. Luckily, by saying the McMuffin just always comes with cheese. The biscuit does not, but the McMuffin does. I love me some McDonald's breakfast. Okay, so no injuries, definitely some scuffed armors. We'll have to take a look at the armor situation before our next fight. For a while, McDonald's had a handmade burritos. Oh yeah, the breakfast burritos, those are still out there. Breakfast sausage in patty form is mid. That's probably true, but it's the only way to get it on a sandwich. How am I building my Spear Bros now? You've only watched my early streak content so far. There's been several different iterations. Ignore that one. That'll be a special case to be discussed. There's been a few different variants. Largely, there's kind of two big variants, one with shield and one with not shield. The biggest differentiating factor is honestly how much fatigue they have, because carrying an extra 14 to 18 fatigue worth of shield and being able to use the shield pushability mean that if I'm going to build a brother with spear plus shield, I want them to have a ton of fatigue, whereas if they're just spear double gripped, I don't care as much about their fatigue. So there's several different variants. I think there's many ways to do it and they're all fine. I don't know if, I don't think you need to be too prescriptive about specifically how to build it, but what's on the screen now is a pretty good baseline of the spear and shield variant at base. Oh, they had old breakfast burritos that were like Chipotle size. How long ago was that? How long ago was that? Huh. It'd take 1,792 Big Macs to cover an acre, just so you know. Good. We'll pin that so the people know. 2008 to 2010-ish? Really? Because I used to have a good buddy of mine used to deliver breakfast burritos to me when I lived in college. He would wake me up really early in the morning, and he knew the way he could get away with it was by bringing breakfast burritos. So he would show up with breakfast burritos and coffee at my house at like 6 in the morning, and he'd just stand there and be like, "Hey guy, you want to play some Heroes of Might and Magic 5? Of course I did. But that was his way of reliably getting me awake. It's pretty wonderful. But they were always the small ones. And it was around that time. What a Giga Chad? Yes. He has occasionally appeared in this chat. I won't give away his name, but he has appeared here randomly. He knows about this stream. We still hang out. He's a good human. Ah, Manifest Destiny's Child has fucking nailed it. That's the one. They had a different name than the breakfast burrito? Now you have to Google it. Yeah, let me know what it was called. I feel like I missed out. Okay, so Choppy Cat. I think we're gonna go hit points, resolve, and I don't know. Maybe just melee skill. We could also give him a little more fatigue, but I don't know that he needs it. Let's get melee skill. And so now Bags and belts is going to be one of the things we get. I feel like that's going to give the most short-term value. Let's just go ahead and get that now. We can put some more stuff on them. Probably the McWrap or something, probably. They weren't very creative with their names. And we didn't lose any dogs, did we? No. It's always the McSomething, which I suppose is good for like brand recognition. The McSkillet. And it was a burrito? Huh. Oh, apparently there's a YouTuber named McSkillet. Alright, I'll have to find that later. Did I get the scavenger yet? Yes. We have the scavenger. Yeah, I'll take one food. 1 unit of food, like it's a video game. This region of the map is simply called Snowbank. Okay. So let's explore this area. Oh, and we've done it! The Icy Cave. That's right, we had our micro. 5,000 APM was used to find this Icy Cave. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Grand scheme of things, we only, I suppose it's about half of the snow uncovered. So maybe it's like average, but boy, that feels good compared to the last several runs. Who was our champion? Our champion is Schrodinger. We did something special, a special piece of tech that we made use of in the last stream. I'm gonna click this perks tab and stay with me if you weren't there. There is a valid reason. What stands out to you here? There should be one painfully obvious perk standing out. It's not Bullseye. Twinkle Toes, that's right. Footsies, footwork, that's the one. Here's the deal. This bro has iron lungs, also hammer master. That's an interesting one, but not for this fight. He's got iron lungs, and we've got a second wind potion. He's going to regenerate with these two 15 plus 3 plus 4 or 22 fatigue per turn. Spear Wall takes 23. If the Barbarian Madman makes it into our zone of control, we just Twinkle Toes our way back and we put the spear back out. We need a Famed Spear. We won't need a Famed Spear. We would love a Famed Spear, but we will carry a backup spear in case the durability gets a little too wrecked. We're gonna give him a nice full complement of defensive stuff here. Lone Wolf would have been better. I don't think so. I think this, it's less cute. I think this is actually better because this is like, I don't know. I think this is actually better. So we're going to go ahead and do the second wind potion. Now what I might also do is, so that the ambition gets completed, throw this double mail on something. And we'll get the ambition mood boost so that he goes from eager to euphoric. He risks being hit regardless, a little bit, right? Would the mace not do the trick? Maybe, but the mace is risky, right? With the mace, we have to man fight after the Barbarian Madman gets through. Here, we don't have to do that. Will I mushroom him? So that's the risk. If we give him mushrooms and the second wind potion, I think the chance of getting sick from a second potion is, I think it's 20%. It's either 10 or 20%. with that percent going up if they have like ailing or a few other traits. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want to do the second wind and the strange mushrooms. I kind of feel like I should. You could bench him and wait if he gets sick. That's true. We could wait. In fact, it's morning, so he would, you know, we only have to wait till midday. It's probably safest to do that. So we'll go ahead and do second wind, didn't get sick. Perfect. So every single time that barbarian madman tries to get through the spear wall, Schrodinger is gonna scream in anger. And I love that. So we have footwork costs, doesn't show here, yeah, 20 fatigue. So we have basically 3 footworks that we have available to us. Yeah, like basically 3. First spear wall whiff incoming. Could happen, right? Such a thing is possible. And if so, then we'll do battle with the fighting spear and the warhound. It's not impossible, right? Like, even in the snow? Snow shouldn't impact this, I don't think, in any way. It's only 652,002 Big Macs to equal an acre. Good. I thought something seemed off about that. So yeah, snow shouldn't impact this at all. I don't think footwork depends on the terrain in any way. So, we are gonna have a backup fighting spear. I feel like if we get particularly unlucky with shots being distributed between head and body, we could run out of spear durability. I feel like that's true. I'm not 100% certain, but I believe that's probably true. So I think we're gonna go into battle just like this. I don't think we're gonna do any other consumables or anything in his offhand. I don't really see a need. Schrodinger shall be our champion. Take a dagger. I mean, I thought about that. What good would the dagger do? So let's think about it. We're gonna have, yeah, I don't think there's any need for the dagger. There could have been a situation where we could attack with exactly, yeah, no, I don't think we need it. Bingo. All right, so using that armor attachment gave us a little mood boost, but apparently not to Schrodinger. Okay, well, sad. He doesn't actually need to start confident. I don't think that'll actually make a difference. Schrodinger. Let's do it. All right, we start confident regardless. So we can just end turn here. We don't have to spear wall this round. But here we do. Let's do it. .95% hit chance. All on down the line. 3 hits on the body, 1 hit on the head. All right, we'll just go ahead and scoot this little tush back. How's our spear doing? It's doing okay, but let's go ahead and swap it now. Oh, I could have ended turn there. Interesting. Well, that's fine. Okay, great. How's our spear doing? Great. This is wonderful. This is that kind of non-interactive gameplay I dream of. I love that. It's an auto battler? Yes, exactly. Completely bullied, easiest win ever. Let's see how the cleaver is. Oh shit, it's always fucking good. Oh, why is this cleaver always so good? Slurgy cheesing the game again. Easy game. Cleanest madman fight. Imagine killing yourself on a spear. Exactly. So, here's the deal. This cleaver is good. I have said, like every single run, that I don't really like two-handed cleavers. And I don't think they're that good of a weapon, but I'm always given good named items. Yeah, shields and shambles. So it rolled two things. It rolled damage and shield damage. Shield damage, that's the worst roll in the game. But the damage is good. It's a good damage roll. Is this better than, like, you know, actually, I need to think about this. Is this better than, like, a military cleaver? Maybe it's not. 67 and 90. It's kind of a mid damage roll. Would go well on a tune named Beaver to Cleaver. That would be a good name. Low damage roll. I mean, it's like a mid damage roll, right? It's low to mid. It's like 1/3 of the way up kind of thing. So maybe it's not that good actually. Yeah, I think this is probably outclassed by like a cleaver duelist with like a military cleaver even, or hell, even an orc cleaver. Yeah, I think this is a sell. I don't think I'm gonna bother with this. We do have a couple. I hate this, but we have a couple like forged bros that are gonna be fatigue builds of some kind, which I think is not a good build. But it's just what the game gave us, both in Xenothought 4 and where's the other one? Where is the other? Oh, and Giant Spruce. No, not Giant Spruce. Where is? Oh yeah, Kill for God. Oh yeah, they're right here, flanking Xerxes. So, do I have a surgeon yet? Besides Lookout and Scavenger, what do you try to get? Blacksmith. Surgeon is good. I like Surgeon in the late game to sort of secure the run, to make sure I don't accidentally lose a bro that I don't want to lose, kind of thing. Surgeon is a good retinue. I don't have it right now. But yeah, Scout and Lookout are the big ones. Scout and Lookout are the two best. And then Scavenger's a good one. We are currently rocking the Bounty Hunter so that we can find more shinies. Because I love shiny. I love shiny things. I'm a simple boy. Okay, so we got our fancy armor, but it's all broken. We got this broken ritual armor. So we need to find the Idjarok, who is now spawned. Slurgy in his golem mark? Yes. Or was I there the whole time? Let's see, and the taxidermist is here in Tonder, right? Yeah. So yeah, we can kind of carve through the tundra now, looking for the Idjarok. The downside to that right now at this point in the run is I kind of cleared a lot of the tundra. So there's going to be either a lot of nothingness or like, you know, it'll be hard to keep track of where we've explored. Okay. The Champions Rally Field. Lots of Reavers, a few Chosen, and a few Drummers. We can totally do this. Again, we want to keep fight density high while the opportunity for a sacrifice looms. Okay. Alright, so these two are totally and fully preventing them from running through. If we can manage to kill this Reaver... So is the sacrifice random, or can you manipulate it? So the sacrifice... You can't... I mean, you can't manipulate it. However... you can make it more likely by sort of, I guess, manipulating it. I mean, I think that's fair to say. Controlling the amount of events that are in the event pool and just having more cultists to increase the score. I suppose it'd be hard to call that anything but manipulating it. So, yes, you can manipulate it. More zigzag serpent micro incoming as we try to find the Ijirak. Influence is a little more precise. Yeah, manipulate has like negative connotations, but I don't know. Still accurate. Words are a funny thing. It's funny when words, you know, a lot of English words, you know, the root word might mean something in the language it's derived from, whether that's like French or just Latin words or like Germanic words, where like, I don't know, I'm like reading something in Spanish and it says like no molestar, which kind of just means to bother, but all I see is like the word molester. And I'm like, no, I'm not molesting anyone. It's totally different. If you have 0 cultists, does it never happen? I believe that'd be correct. If you have 0 cultists, it can't happen. I'm sure therapists have the same problem. Probably. So a cultist-less cultist run is a thing? I suppose. Nice, got that guy fleeing. You love to see it. Chonked him. Oh, this barbarian chosen took out his ally. Whoops. Don't want to move Choppy Cat forward too aggressively. Oh no. Lasher got hit in the head by that cleaver. Unless the combat ends this round, which is unlikely, Lasher's gonna die. Yeah, maybe it's possible. Can you bandage a dog? I don't know the answer to that. I'm gonna guess no. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm gonna guess you can't, because on the battlefield they actually are created as like an allied faction. Because you'll notice you don't influence each other in resolve in the same way as when your own brothers are doing something. Yeah, like you can't rally a dog, exactly. So I think for that same reason, you probably won't be able to bandage them. Allied factions can rotate, boy. And they love to do it. It's their favorite thing in the world, is to rotate you into battle. They're like, you know, I noticed you were doing a good job. Your guy seems pretty strong. Why don't you, you know, get in melee with this hedge knight? It's like, okay, thanks, buddy. Yeah, it's the worst thing ever. It really is. It's no good. It's no good. Yeah, or out of battle to steal kills, yes. They're jerks all around, is the thing. Okay. We got a couple, you know, big heavy rusty war axes from the Chosen that were on the battlefield. I don't know that we actually really need those, so we'll probably end up selling them. I don't know, I guess we can replace the Great Axe. The heavy rusty axe is just a smidge better. I think the Zoning Bro will probably leave this Man-Splitter on him. Wait, Caravan Hand isn't lowborn. Why have I been trying to convert him? I did the same thing. I purchased a Caravan Hand thinking I could, and I could not. Whoops. Big whoops. Okay. So I think my path is just going to be like straight left, essentially. Maybe slightly south from here. And we're just gonna sweep for the hunting grounds. The nice thing about the hunting grounds is I'm pretty sure it's limited to just straight, flat, regular tundra. Ooh, we got an undead camp. Here for Vance Lightning. We'll go ahead and give him a great axe because he doesn't have a warhammer yet. Go west, young man. Exactly. There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and I'm looking for the mad E.G. Rock. You know, something like that. Alright. We'll go ahead and destroy this camp. And we're gonna do the old classic. Actually, we'll wait there a moment. We'll just back it up. Oh, I didn't even replace the throwing weapons on the ranged rows. Honestly, that's probably fine. This is a pretty small group of enemies. Not too scary. Ka-chonk. There we go. Hello, my friends. Ka-chonk. Ka-chonk. Ka-almost chonk. Stunned him. Rude. Ooh, almost got him. How about the dog? Whoops. Put it down too quickly. These last two auxiliaries, or, well, legionary and auxiliaries up at the top, were a little elusive. Why didn't the dog get a turn? So, if you place the dog, like, too quickly after you do an attack and get a kill, the dog, like you ended the turn before it like calculated the dog in the turn order or something like that. And if you move too fast, if your APM is too quick, you can accidentally skip the dog's turn. Which is what I did. It's a bug. And I think it is a bug you can do in vanilla, but it is exacerbated by the combat speed up mod that I have. So, okay, Vance Lightning. We're gonna go ahead and re-equip the old spear and shield. And on this brother, we are actually going to grab Underdog and Hammer Mastery. So each one of these spear bros is going to be very slightly different by one perk. And that one perk in this case is Resilient on Ragged Edge 82, Twinkle Toes Footwork on Schrodinger, and on Vance Lightning it's going to be Underdog. We'll grab 4 hit points. Sure. Kill for God. There's that +3 I wanted to see in melee skill. Hell yeah. And we'll grab Fatigue here. This is going to be a Killing Frenzy forged build, which I never have built in this run series and don't advocate for. But in this particular case, it was a sensible thing to do with this brother. If you were trying to clear the game with a lone wolf in the first 11, not tried out lowborn you hired, would you want spearman? I guess it's kind of a trick question because it depends on the bros that I recruited. Given that you probably only get 2 guys with decent melee attack. Yeah, I mean, I think I probably would. And those 2 guys with decent melee attack would probably be the spear bros. I think that's probably true. But if you didn't get a bro with decent melee skill, I don't know that I would. I think I probably still would, but what's your level 11 floor? Like 85? Yeah, 85 melee attack. I mean, the ideal number is 90, so that you can get to 95% hit chance against Chosen. Because Chosen have 15 melee defense, so at 90 melee skill, with the extra 20 from thrust, you go to 110. Minus 15 puts you at 95. Or take fast adaptation to have stam to shield bash away. I mean, if you take shield mastery, you don't really need fast adaptation, because shield mastery gives that extra plus 15% chance to hit on knockback. So you're still pretty likely to be able to do it. Fast adaptation to prevent 2 breaches in a turn. I don't know. I still feel like I feel like there's always going to be another perk that'll be better value than fast adaptation for a spear bro. I mean, I understand the idea, but since it only prevents like that next hit, then like if another enemy comes, fast adaptation is already, the fast adaptation stack's already gone. I don't think fast is going to be enough. Goblin crossbows instead of guns for knockback. Yeah, that's also good. Because if you don't get, the other thing too is that for a like spear and shield bro, you need a lot of fatigue. The shield adds, you know, a pretty decent requirement to the bro. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I still would probably go spear bros under those conditions sins. I don't think I would take fast adaptation. I do think goblin crossbows are a good idea. And you'll probably get a lot of fat skipping ones in melee attack and melee defense, yeah, especially melee defense. Yeah, I think you have to be kind of, if you wanted to do that, I think you'd have to be ready to adapt. And there is a line, and I don't know where that line is, as far as like assessing bros to what's whether you can do that safely or not. So that was my non-helpful non-answer. You're welcome. I mean, I guess I gave a kind of answer, but does fast adaptation get proc on free attacks like riposte or spear wall? I guess I think so. I don't take fast adaptation usually on dedicated spears, so I think you do get it on a failed spear wall. I don't know that you do on riposte, but I guess I don't know. So yeah, Kill for God here is going to end up some sort of like damage forged bro. Yeah, Calamari would know. So we're going to grab Forge here. We may end up not grabbing Underdog. Yeah, there's just not enough, I don't know. Forge damage bros are kind of not a thing. I don't know what I just sort of clicked that button, but now that I think about it, I have 3 perks to pick from. This one I want to pick. If I'm gonna, I don't know, this is kind of stupid. What have I picked so far in Zen without 4? Exact same things, only without Forge. I mean, I guess it would be Zerg Frenzy and a Weapon Mastery. Adrenaline Flail Headhunter. I mean, it could just be Adrenaline. Yeah. It's probably better. That's probably much smarter. Especially with these bros with low melee skill. Great sword to Underdog, fearsome reach advantage. Yeah, I mean, the way I leveled them was kind of dumb. Like, I gave them spare fatigue. I mean, it's not even, like, they just have tons of secondary stats. I think I like Adrenaline Flail Headhunter more. Awkward with quick hands. I mean, somewhat. The nice thing about quick hands, though, yeah, I mean, it's awkward with quick hands. The nice thing about that, though, is even though they're forged, when they inevitably kind of get the crap beat out of them, because they don't have the defensive perks, you can have them, you know, be relegated to using a reach weapon after that happens. Yeah, I'm not sure yet. That'll be a problem for Slurgy. Future Slurgy. Maybe more of a function of the items that we happen to find. Okay. Rotate possibly. Yeah, possibly rotate. Possibly rotate. That'd be another option. Alright, so. Destroying another mercenary company. That's a maybe. I mean, we do have a enemy faction. You know, we have a whole noble faction that we are enemies with, but as soon as we select this, we're not going to find any mercs. That's just inevitable. I think we do want the undead trinket. It's kind of a nice one, so we'll go ahead and pick this one. The Walking Dead are a terrible curse upon man. Hello, Crackalack. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so let's peek on one of these mountains. Yes! Oh my god, I'm so glad I checked that streamer checkbox. Wonderful. Okay. So. Let's take out this big old beastly nerd. How's the company doing, and have you missed a sacrifice? No. We are still sitting at that sacrifice that happened on day 42 and have not had another one happen since. So. Okay, so. Let's put Lord Jingo and Master Maticus in. Vance Lightning, I think I'm going to have stay. I hope he doesn't get injured. We're going to replace his armor. Yeah, we're just going to hope he doesn't get injured. But we want to keep him in to keep his mood high. So we want him participating in every battle. How did footwork go against the Madman? Yeah, it did, and it was awesome. It was like picture perfect. The Madman did breach the spear wall, and we just twinkle-toed our way right on back. It was beautiful. Okay, so let's get these. Well, I suppose maybe I could keep the spiked impaler. Sure, we'll keep Ixax like this. Xerxes will make like this. Now a permanent perk for Madman, in your opinion? No, I mean it was partially circumstantial because of the fact that we had Iron Lungs and we were going at it with a second wind potion available. And we had a bro with just boatloads of fatigue. I think it's a tall ask for a regular brother. So I don't think it will be a permanent perk. I think it really is a special snowflake sort of situation. I think the go-to of either really good fatigue neutral or Spear Bro with a two-handed mace in their pocket, it'll probably remain one of those two. I don't think we'll probably do this again. We will if the situation allows for it, but I think that's unlikely, but possible. It definitely worked well, I will say that. Unicorn spear build, exactly. Okay, so something I might do. Happy Feet Wombo combo. Exactly, exactly. We're gonna give Vance Lightning a two-handed Skullhammer. And the reason we're doing that is we can apply the stagger debuff. I might... I guess with Crackalack not having taunt or anything like that, which is, you know, all well and good, we'll probably put Deep Space Cowboy in place of him this fight as well. And same deal, we're gonna give him... Actually, let's get another mace on the field. Was the Man's Cleaver a good roll? Not really. We got a damage roll, which I was initially excited about because it is a damage roll. It's not a terrible damage roll, but I'm not a big believer. I'm not a big lover in the two-handed cleaver, and it's got to be a pretty good one for us to use it. In this Winstreak series, we're constantly being given good two-handed cleavers, like magically, but this one I think doesn't make the cut. So. And that's okay. Otherwise, I think weapon-wise, we are Doing fine. Master Maticus, maybe I'll have him also have a mace. Again, the idea here is let's just try to daze and stagger the great beast as much as we can. We're gonna have to be a little bit careful with Choppy Cat. I guess Choppy Cat doesn't even need to be on the battlefield, does he? Did I sell the famed mace? Yeah. I did. I did sell the famed mace. Actually, honestly, Ragged Edge 82 could use the cleaver in this fight. And that would be fine. Sure. Alright. You're imagining Doug Marcada from Forged in Fire holding up the cleaver after testing it. Your blade does not make the cut. Yes. Alright. Starting out, giving Xerxes a broken nose. You hate to see it. On the assumption that he gets dazed and or staggered, Deep Space Cowboy, I suppose, can go all the way over here. Advanced Lightning, same kind of deal. Nothing really for Master Maticus to do, except Kaka! Give us a good view of the battlefield. He wasn't gonna be able to make a hit happen there. Let's see, Kill for God. What weapon does he have? Heavy Rusty Axe? Okay. That's fine. You never seen this before? What the? Yeah, this is Brigfoot. That's right. Boom. Get staggered. Get dazed. Get javelined. Get cleaved. Get reaped. Alright, I'm not gonna announce every single weapon, but he's getting it. Yeah, will this be a one-turn Major Rock? Not quite. Not quite. We're gonna wait on those bros. Ooh. Yikes, Xerxes. Xerxes took some pain. Let's see. The bleed on cleavers is so nice. It is. It is nice. There we're gonna do the decapitate though, because he's so low. What is the armor? What does the snow do? You never seen this fight? Yeah, he applies this like, yeah, -4, -3 AP, yeah, basically. Oh, should have done the fire lance. There we go. You just do a bunch of damage. You do a bunch of damage, and the Idjarok falls. And so, still, we prevail. And so by doing this fight, we have taken the broken ritual armor that we looted from the barbarian madman, and we gained the helmet and armor of the Idjarok. What was the wound? Xerxes got a broken nose. No big deal. No big deal. Okay. So we can re-equip the squad. So Ragged Edge 82. Put like that. Van's Lightning. Let's see, what was his range defense? 5 and 6. Okay. How good is the armor? Oh, the armor is incredible. When I reconfigure the squad, I will show the armor. Give me just one moment. Okay, and actually we're gonna have Xerxes sit out for a hot minute. Still eager, okay, good. Also, does Vance need a Warhammer? He does. We do need to get him a and we need to get him both a Warhammer and proper fighting spear. So, yeah. We've got a little bit of gearing up we still gotta do. You missed me showing killing the madman? Oh, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was picture perfect. Clean as hell. The cleaver is fine. I don't know. We're gonna sell it. I'm not gonna use it. So, unfortunately, had a few disappointing famed weapons, but that's okay. All right, so armor the Idjarok. Basically, what this armor is just a really, really good forged armor at base with a special attribute, and that is heals 10 hit points of the wearer per turn, or each turn. So it is a, it's a way of keeping those fleshy bits underneath the forged armor nice and safe. Mostly what makes it good is honestly just the fact that it's a 320 piece of armor. Like, that's just good. Usually we'll give this armor to our forged tank, or our tank that we have for Black Monolith specifically, so that they can stand in the miasma and be safe. But the healing hit points per turn is really nice. One secret bonus of this that is easy to miss, at first glance, is you heal in full at the end of a battle, no matter how damaged you got. So it kind of just assumes maybe you sat around and healed, and it didn't want you to micromanage that, so you'll get full healed. The other thing that's kind of cool here is the helmet of the Idjarok looks very similar to the armor of the Idjarok. One thing that makes this different from most forged helmets is that it doesn't have a vision penalty. I don't know if they just forgot. Sure looks like you can't see shit out of it, but apparently you can. So that's a kind of nice secret benefit to this over other forged helmets. Is there a spare Warhound to give a bro? We might, I think we did lose a dog. Yeah. We lost a dog in a previous fight, so we'll go ahead and equip that. Thank you, Crackalack. Are we gonna leather tunic a bro this run? Maybe. We certainly might. We may leather tunic up a bro this run. We shall see. Okay. So, we've got this sweet forged armor that we can equip now. We can give one of the pieces to Nexator. Looking real good. God, that's a sweet setup. That is some serious swag. Also, what's nice about the armor is you only need one piece for the effect to work. Exactly. So we're going to spread these out. Putting both on one bro is kind of unnecessary. And maybe the other we'll just put on Lord Jingo? Maybe? How many leather tunics in mono this run series? There's been at least a couple. The Slurgy special. Okay. And I feel like I messed with some other people's gear just a little bit. So let's take just a quick moment to go through the bros. We definitely swapped a few things. Sad that there's only one sack by this day. Yeah. Yeah. We've gotten kind of unlucky with the sacrifice events. We've had a somewhat low cultist count. So, yeah, we had a barb for normal axe swap. Yeah, that's the big one. Yeah, we did both of these, right? Zoning bro, I think we're gonna leave with, yeah. Okay, so the world is our oyster. We kind of need tools. We have the scavenger. We may be able to make orc fights tools positive. They might not go that way. But they also might. The other thing too, I just sort of remembered, is that we, let's see, where the hell is it? We found the, yeah, here? Yeah, we found Goblin City, but didn't even go to it because I was worried about patrols spawning. So we could go over there and just kick off the countdown for busting goblin camps. So, and actually, I'm trying to remember for sure. I think this cultist sacrifice, actually, hold on. I put the, score. Yeah, the score for the sacrifice actually has nothing to do with the number of cultists. The manipulating factor there is that most backgrounds have like events of some form, and so actually cultist helps indirectly because there's not that many cultist events other than conversion, and then them, you know, converting like a leather hood or whatever, but we don't have any of that kind of armor. So would it be better to make that bro with the goblin crossbow a full thrower in melee? Yeah, we're gonna do that. The goblin crossbow is just like a handy thing for him. He's still only level 7, so 21-day cooldown could have fooled me, yeah. And it's got a really high score. I mean, 50 plus the number of days that passed is actually pretty... Okay. Well. Interrupted. Davkul's presence arrived during a campfire. The rest of the men faded into the aether of infinite black, and a strange entity replaced them. An entity which you could not see, but whose presence was but a penumbra of crossing shadows. It requested a sacrifice, not by speaking to you, but by showing. Psycho Ling, maybe level up? and Dark Paladin, sacrifice. First one melted away before revivifying, and the other repeated the process until both existed with their hands out and eyes closed. It was clear that Davkul was trusting you with a choice. When the shadows snapped away, the campfire was blinding. Psycho Ling and Dark Paladin were staring at you. Is it all right, sir? All right. So unfortunately, yeah, not Tom Cruise. He shall find his day yet. We should poll. I would poll if they both said sack. But in this case, I have given them a title that to me indicates the correct strategic choice. Realistically, Psycho Ling is probably not going to level up. But in the odd chance that there is a party wipe total disaster, I want to keep him around. So Dark Paladin 037 has the honor of meeting Davkul. So, a long stick is pierced through Dark Paladin from posterior to out the side of his neck. He is tilted up into the sky and held there by one man, while others use long spears to stab him through until his corpse is the apex of an uncovered tent. The conical corpse is then covered with grass and mud until there stands a teepee, a torso and a head of Dark Paladin, all that remains above, and should you enter the tent, you would find his legs dangling from its ceiling. The monument should stand as an omen for those to come, and a sign that they should come to accept that which awaits us all. Through a sack, right. Alright, so Dark Paladin is Gonski. And so now, all of the cultists will be happy, and all of the non-cultists will be unhappy. Master Maticus has gained a star, or a candle. Deep Space Cowboy gained a candle. Our banner gained 2, gained his second. Wonderful. Lord Jingo gained his second. Roxanne It's Me, Kill for God, and Psycho Ling also gained candles. Luckily, something I see from this is nobody went down to angry. The worst that happened was disgruntled. Good. At angry, they can leave. And so, a few of these bros have not yet had the opportunity to be shown the true path, the way of the Dark Lord Davkul. And so they're just not convinced yet. So who was it that gained 2 stars? So unfortunately, Schrodinger is still sitting at 1. We really do want him to get the second one. Same deal with Ragged Edge 82, didn't gain any. Lord Jingo gained his second. So that's pretty nice. No morale check upon losing hit points. That's pretty good. So pretty happy with that. Kill for God. I think he already had his. Did he gain his? I can't remember. And that might be new. I can't recall. Choppy Cat gained his second candle. That's really good. I mean, it gives extra morale, or excuse me, extra resolve. And so kind of like the arena buff, this is resolve that will be broadcast to the rest of the team. Just got it? Okay. And then, yeah, the other bros still need to be converted to find the one true Lord. That is Davkul. Cool. And then his gear just becomes discarded. So we're going to find another cultist to recruit. And the idea there is we want, again, still as many cultists as possible, because even though the cultist sacrifice event is not a function of the number of cultists, the conversion event is a function of the number of cultists. So we want that to happen. So we're going to replace the bro we just lost with another cultist. Kind of relieving to have that done, because I was so nervous about keeping the team's mood high that, you know, there were a number of like inefficiencies that I was doing, you know, so. While these bros, you know, like Vance Lightning here, we can't have a wavering spear bro. That's terrible. We can put like Nick Sater up there and, oh, whoops. Deep Space Cowboy can replace the Zoning Bro. Just while they get over it, you know? So let's make a pass through the wilds and try to find some orcs and goblins to fight. And we have room to hire some Dumbros. Yeah, I think we're just gonna hire a cultist for conversion opportunities. We're not looking to fish for Dumbros at this point. I mean, I like maybe could, right? It's day 76. Ooh. The Unhold Graveyard, which I managed to perfectly not explore previously. Okay. Excellent. So actually what I need to do, I have not updated the legendaries command, and I should. Ancient statue not found. Ancient temple found complete. Black monolith found incomplete. Curious shipwreck not found. Grotesque tree not found. Hunting ground found complete. Oh my god, the Chaucer's updating it. Incredible. Thank you, the Chaucer. All right, he's already on it. Great. Thank you. I appreciate that. As soon as I got to hunting ground, I was like, found complete. I was like, I didn't update that. Okay. Time to make some bone armor attachments. Yeah. We can make 2 2/3. So this is the taxidermist southern city in Al Hazred. So why don't I just head down that way? All right, pretty easy ancient dead camp here. And these are pretty likely to give named items, so we're pretty happy with that. We'll go ahead and give Ixax some throwing axes. And I think that's probably the only thing I need to update. Deep Space Cowboy may be mace plus shield, but in this fight, we're just gonna have him use the mace. You hope it's a shield? I mean, let me put it this way. So far as named items have gone, the shields have been better and more useful than the weapons. Now that's mostly a function of the fact that like the weapons we found have been bad. However, it's still a true statement. It'd be nice to get a two-handed mace. Yes. That would be lovely. Ka-ka! It's a weapon as one of the skeleton shield guys has an orc-looking weapon. Which one? Yeah, so these have the ancient swords. This guy's got the broken sword. thought the broken sword was unique. Okay. No, that's just a normal thing. In the case of a camp like this where it's not on a champion, if it gave you one, are there any variables that determine what the item is, or is it literally any famed item? I think it's literally any, but I should look that up because I'm not 100% confident in that answer. Actually, that war scythe looks better and better every time it hits 2 guys. Yeah, it does all right. It's best when it hits 3. Hitting 2 is a little, I won't say underwhelming, like it's still good, but definitely best when it hits 3. I probably could have positioned smarter to be able to hit 3 actually, but sometimes I'm not a smart person. The Warhammers are doing pretty well, though. I will say that. Those pikes are nasty. The pikes are nasty. So much for this fight being tool positive. It has certainly not ended up that way. Okay. So, decent damage was received, and yeah, we're not quite compensating for that. Oh well. Alright, let's get rid of some of this junky stuff. And we had previously turned off auto loot. So actually, we can be slightly more selective about what we keep. Like, we don't need any of this stuff. We're gonna replace all of this. Most of this doesn't sell for very much. The leather helmets, like, they're on the cusp, but like, realistically, I don't know. Probably gonna find something better. So I guess it was technically tool positive now that I look. I'm a little surprised by that, if we're being honest. Scavenger did get us a nice little extra stack of tools, but still surprised. Okay, Zenithot 4. Let's grab Resolve here. We gotta have some Forge Bros, so we're gonna give him Forged. He's got a decent set of armor right now. Axe Mastery. We may end up giving him Axe Mastery, Right now he's got enough fatigue. I think he's good. He doesn't need it. That could end up happening. I'm kind of holding off on some of these masteries until we find named items. So there's a little bit of holding back I'm doing as far as weapons are concerned. Like weapon masteries. And I think Zenithot 4 is a good example of that. We're kind of holding back until we can get a more concrete plan based on what we find. So, all right, and we'll keep exploring. Exploring. Cute little orc cave. Definitely gonna do that. Also reminding myself to move that back over. What does Nimble and Battleforge do again? Well, they do two different things. So Nimble essentially makes it so that your hit points are a multiple, like you multiply your hit points. Hand wavy here a little bit. And as long as you keep your armor 15 fatigue or lower, you essentially multiply your hit points by 2.5. So Crackalack here with his incredible 108 hit points, you can kind of restructure that in your mind as 108 times 2.5. Whatever that is, like 270 or something. And as long as you keep your armor lower than 15, you get that kind of bonus. Armor damage and things like that are so different based on weapon that you shouldn't compare armor and hit points 1-to-1 most of the time, but you kind of can, I know. And so then Battleforged it's a confusing description, but essentially you just, by having heavy armor on, you receive less damage to your armor when it gets struck. And the amount of damage reduction increases per point of armor. As a thought experiment, because I said this in a random Discord conversation earlier, if you had a bro that could get 1,000 body armor and 1,000 head armor, which of course is impossible, but just humor me. If you could, your Battleforged would make it so that you literally are invulnerable. You'd never take any damage. So, essentially, Battleforged is the way of making heavy armor even better, and Nimble is a way of making light armor and high hit points very survivable. Legends, yeah. Alright, let's take out some Young and Berserkers. Impossible, you underestimate the power of mods. Yes, that's true. Caw! Acid flasks here to solve your puzzle. Ooh, true. Yes, and the other thing, so PU81Q points out, heavy armor also, any armor, reduces the damage you take to your hit points by 10% of the armor remaining. So you'd have to look up the damage calcs. It's kind of hard for me to describe in a way that will be like easily digestible with, you know, just words alone. At some point, but so if you get struck by an enemy and it would have done 10 damage to your hit points and you have 100 armor remaining, then you take 0. Armor good, make bro strong. Yes. Exactly that. They said it was impossible. Boy, were they wrong. Nimble is applied before the remaining armor reduction, which is why it is more effective versus high armor pen attacks than you might think at first. Exactly. Yes. And so what that also means is that when you get hit, when a Nimble Brother gets hit, you can think of their remaining armor as also, I'm going to be hand wavy here, gaining the Nimble multiplier. So let's say you had 50 armor remaining after you got hit, and you had a bro that was at 40% Nimble or 2.5 multiplier. You could think of the amount that they're protecting hit points as being 150 armor instead of just the 50. My shield! That's all right. We got more. We got more shields. And we are intentionally not going to destroy this berserker. Destroy. That was weird. Kill? Take him out. We're not going to do that so that this guy doesn't have that hex to take when his turn comes. Can you lose famed shields if someone breaks it? Yes. If you don't have the blacksmith, then you can lose them. And even given that fact, I still don't really advocate for the blacksmith. It's by the time you would lose name shields, it's okay. It's okay to lose one, you know? Okay. Oh, look at that. Sir Leberecht's padded mail. This is a beautiful nimble armor piece. Always happy to see these. As previously mentioned, having remaining armor on a nimble brother after you get hit is really good. So good nimble armors have a huge impact on a nimble brother's survivability. So definitely happy with that. Streamer luck? Yes. Is it close to perfect? If so, great. 154 to 175 and -8 to -3 are the possibilities. What would be the, so if it's padded mail, what is the range of that? It's average? I was gonna say, I'm fairly confident that the fatigue could have rolled lighter. Oh, -8 to -13. Yeah. So, yeah, it's about average. It's pretty good. Like, I'm happy with this. We can just straight up put this on a bro to replace a leather lamellar armor. That's a nice looking setup on Ragged Edge 82. He looks good. Honestly, that beard, that's a good look. That's a good looking bro right there. That's a proper soldier. Very handsome. Yeah, definitely. At what range do you consider Nimble Forged? I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that. That's a hard one to answer. It really is. I don't know. I honestly don't know. All right, let's get the zoning bro back in. He's only dissatisfied. Xanathought 2, that is beautiful. You think it's close to 280, 280? I think you can do it before that. I mean, I think there's kind of like two versions of Nimble Forged. There's Nimble Forged that is like a Nimble Brother where you're protecting the armor. And then there's Nimble Forged where it's like a Forged Bro that you kind of gave additional fur padding without needing additional fur padding. And so there's like two different sides of the range where Nimble Forged works, on the heavy and the light side. And so I don't know exactly how it would math out between those two and when it's good. Is your armor at minus 15 fatigue? It's actually currently at minus 16. So actually, ideally, we should move this helmet over. And so now it is at minus 15 fatigue. So. Nimble is useful even up to minus 30 to minus 35 total. Yeah, asterisked by if you're doing that with like good named gear. Minus 16 useless ruin. Okay, and we can give Crackalack another shield. Nimble Forge is like Forge with Brawny to Nimble because it's like the same perk-wise. I guess, except Brawny sucks, so I don't like to think of it that way. Brawny's like something I take because I have to. I never feel good about it. Okay. So let's do a little bit of armor swapping before we do this fight, just to make sure everyone's in tip-top shape. Okay. The other nice thing about Nimble Forged is, you know, Forged brothers are vulnerable to armor penetrating damage. Nimble brothers are vulnerable to like bleeds and lots of small hits. And Nimble Forged is good against all of those things. Like, it does a good job of shoring up the weaknesses of either, which is pretty cool. Caw-caw! Okay, definitely know where we're placing our gunner. Where's our gunner? Oh, is our gunner is too sad? Wait, no. Yeah, our gunner was too sad after the... Okay, that's fine. Armor at minus 35 with semi-femmed gear like a gladiator helmet and 200 oath bro body. I don't know. I feel like that's pretty suspect. I feel like it's pretty unlikely that a bro like that is going to be more survivable than just a nimble brother. Against almost anything. Yeah, still no sacrifice since day 42. Oh wait, oh, no. No, there was a sacrifice. What day was that? It was... Shit. You didn't update that? Yeah, neither did I. We should be able to get an approximation just by looking at what the current day is. after this fight. And I can update more precisely later. You can look at the VOD. Okay, that works too. Thank you, the Chowser. Day 69. Is it really? No. Because we started on day 71. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Ragged Edge 82. We're gonna need to make sure he doesn't get further surrounded. So I'm actually gonna move Giant Spruce to here. And the bottom side of this battlefield is actually a little bit sketch. So we're gonna have the zoning bro. Oh no, he's dazed. Oh, an Exciter can go up there. That'll be good. Okay, and so now we're gonna need to be really careful with Giant Spruce. So here on the top, I'm gonna try to end the fight as quickly as possible, so I'm actually gonna push out aggressively. Okay, so I'm gonna kill that orc to free up this slot so that one of the orc young go there. Yeah, so we're definitely concerned about Giant Spruce. The zoning bro does have rotation for just this kind of situation, so he may end up making use of it if Giant Spruce takes too many hits. So far hasn't been hit at all, but... Okay, let's move Kill for God up. Okay, luckily Giant Spruce is dodging attacks like Neo. There we go. Oh shit. Choppy Cat's in danger. Does he have Underdog? I don't think so. Almost positive he doesn't. Yeah, he does not. He's just being a drunkard. Dodging and weaving. Okay. Oh my goodness, okay, we're definitely swapping him out now. With Kill for God. Who will go before this Orc Warrior. Okay, good. So we can still attack with Giant Spruce. So let's attack this guy. And I suppose we could put a dog down. He's got 9. Right? I'm almost positive he has 9. We didn't give him 9 lives. No! Okay, can I end this fight before... Oh, I didn't rotate. Oh wait, maybe it doesn't matter. Oh shit. Let's see, I don't think I'm gonna get any hit point damage, so let's try to get a kill. Just to do resolve procs. He dodged those. By killing and putting the dog out. No, yeah, he's gonna die no matter what. Unless we can kill them. Which is just before Giant Spruce's turn. There's no way we're gonna do that much damage. Just no way. Nine lives is good. And we didn't take it on Giant Spruce because he had such a big pile of hit points. And now he's going to bleed to death. Let's see. What would be the play here? What's most likely to save him? 13 turns. We have to kill before that time. I could push using the knockback ability, but here's the deal. If I push him, we are unable to kill him this round, and he is going to die from the bleed, right? So we need, before 13 turns transpire, to kill the enemies. I think that's almost impossible. So we're gonna try our best to kill them. So we're gonna go for the armor destroy here. Guaranteed resolve check. Well, all right, managed to dodge that. So I think I put a dog down because that dog is gonna go to the backside. Master Maticus, we're gonna have go to here and attack this Orc Young, and then move out of the way. Ixax can go here and put a dog down. It does very little good. What else could I do? Just move forward and shoot the crossbow, or throw heavy jabs. Yeah, it's just very unlikely. Okay, we got resolve checks there, but yeah. Let's see. Was he killed? Killed. Well. That's too bad. Make that orc bleed. Yeah. Bastard. Giant Spruce. Unfortunately. He wasn't good anyway. You know, it's funny, I put good comma pole flail. He actually, I mean, he was good. Nine lives needs to be a rule for every bro. 9 lives is pretty good. Hard to argue with that. Freeing up those extra slots so we get a fencer. Probably not this run. He joined Zenithot 2 and Zenithot 3 in Davkul's Sweet Embrace. Yeah. And he must not have been converted yet, right? Because I would have put converted cultist. Damn. Disemboweled, poor guy. Yeah. Alright, Advanced Lightning is nearly over it. He's getting close. Did you end up finding the Madman? Yeah, we killed the Madman and we killed the Icharok afterwards. In short order. Okay. Lord Jingo. Gonna be a Axe Fatigue neutral. We'll go ahead and grab Pathfinder here. Actually. Yeah. Let's give this guy the same description. I'll put forge damage. Who knows exactly what it'll be. Lord Jingo, though, we're gonna grab Path. Was the two-handed cleaver any good? It's fine. Should I get a long axe for him? Yes. We would like to get a long axe for this bro. We would like to. Alright, I think Xerxes is emotionally recovered enough. I can probably have the banner sit out, honestly. I think that's fine. Alright, let's look at this Orxia tents. We probably... Ilska Sapat. I think the team might be slightly ill-prepared to take on a Sea of Tents in their current state with some of the injuries and poor mood situations from the sacrifice. That being the biggest impact, actually. And the injury on the banner. So I think we're not going to do the Sea of Tents fight here. I think that's probably not something we can do with the current state. Mostly because of mood. But potentially, after going to Al-Hazif, we'll be able to circle back and take those out. How high does attack have to be to guarantee the 95% spear wall? Depends on the enemy. So spear wall does still gain the plus 20% or plus 20 chance to hit from the thrust ability. And so, depending on the enemy's melee defense... Man, that looks so juicy though. It's such a small group. Yeah, depending on the enemy's melee defense, you need a different amount of melee attack. Yeah, you got this? I don't think I should. I think the disgruntled bros are too big of a liability, being stuck at wavering or lower. We'll come back for it. We know where those camps are. They'll be there for us. They'll be there for us. Do it or no balls? No balls. Unfortunately, that's just asking for a sacrifice to Davkul that gives no benefit. Go get him some booze. Yeah, that would be one way of doing it. If southern city-states had the ability to booze them up, we would. Unfortunately, they don't. Alright, we can do this Ocean of Bones. It's a cool sounding camp name. We'll just toss this cleaver on Vance Lightning. Pull out the warhammers. Move over these throwing axes. Darn teetotalers. Exactly. I don't think the likelihood of us needing a rally is very high. So let's take on this camp. Were the true barbarians in the south all along? Could be. 'Tis barbaric to not let your man have a drink, you know. 'Tis barbaric. Caca! Okay. Come at me, you nerds. Okay. Vance Lightning may have his mood, you know, set negatively. Might be a bit of a Debbie Downer. But he's still able to cleave. Good boy. How am I liking the spear / hammer hybrid so far? Pretty good. Pretty happy with it. Makes for a good flexible brother that can do a variety of different things, just like we need him to. Realistically, the hammer mastery is mostly for fights against Ancient Dead, and doesn't have a ton of utility outside of that. But that's okay. That's a good place to get some extra utility. Chunk. And hopefully some of the bros that are, you know, still a little bit sad about our honorable sacrifice to Davkul, hopefully, by participating in this fight and fighting with their brothers, they can recognize, you know, not only that they don't need to be sad, but also, you know, this Davkul's kind of got a lot to teach him, you know? Alright, so we'll grab... what? I guess we got some food. I guess we'll get rid of that. And maybe some of the food that's about to go bad. And I'm sure there's some dumb shields. Sure, let's get rid of those. Okay. So we'll go ahead and re-equip our spear and shield on Vance Lightning. So his mood did improve a little bit. He won a battle. He's feeling pretty good about it. We'll move these throwing weapons back. So then Ixax gained a level. I think definitely gonna grab Duelist here. What we really want on this bro is damage. And so I might just unequip the Spiked Impaler at this point, because now that we've got Throwing Mastery and Duelist, there's not much reason really to ever use it. I think we'd rather just move to a more aggressive position. Most of the time, we're gonna want this extra ammo here. So. And on this level, because we got that faint-hearted trait, I might still grab Resolve here over the melee skill. Sure. And then Nixator. Looking real good. Our Mace Fatigue neutral. Looking like a real Chad. Probably we'll go ahead and grab... We've got heavy enough armor, I think we can grab Battle Forged. Take off the bag of bolts for fatigue. So actually, the Quiver of Bolts does not accumulate any fatigue, or does not, give any fatigue. There's no fatigue malice to having this quiver. So I might leave it on him just for future situations where I might want to put on the Spiked Impaler. Yeah, I feel like it's a little weird that it doesn't. I feel like there should be a fatigue penalty for having a quiver on your back, but apparently not. Leave them on for the fashion sense. True. It does look cool to have the quiver on your back. It's a nice accessory. It's a nice touch. So this is a comically small camp of orcs. Smaller with each passing moment. Oh, oops. Awkward. I left the spears out. Okay. That's fine. Luckily it was a comically small camp of orcs. So, it won't really matter. Okay, so last sacrifice was day 76. Okay. Just saw that on the other screen. So that means the next possible one will be 21 days after that. So pretty close to day 100, not quite. You were a day off. Pretty close though. One day is still pretty good. Okay. So let's make sure we fix the equipment here. Get those spears back and rolling. Xerxes. Gun throw. kind of have to take duelist if we're going to make good use of the throwing mastery. So let's go ahead and do that. Definitely taking the +5 in ranged skill here. And I think our last perk point is probably just going to be Berserk on this brother. And I suppose we're just not going to have room for Killing Frenzy. I think that's fine. So let's just keep pumping his hit points. Why not? The old Farmer Gunner classic. Not something you see every day. Not a typical background to roll combination. But it's what the game provided. So we made use of it. Alright, so here in Al-Hazif, we are definitely making use of their taxidermist. That's going to be of utmost importance. Let's see, and these warhounds, I suppose, are from the bros that died, and I don't think we lost any other dogs. Yeah, we did not. He's just a hillbilly with a shotgun, if you think about it. Exactly, exactly. All right, any cultists? No. I think we are gonna wait for cultists. We're gonna use cultists only to sacrifice to Davkul. And the reason is we want those cultists to contribute to the score of converting these bros. They're just not converting, and we need them to convert. Can cultists spawn in the south? When we had the recruiter, they did for sure. I think they normally can't, but with the cultist origin, they can. So, what word was almost bad? Oh, so that was Twitch auto filtered you, and it was for hillbilly. But when I see that pop up, I just click allow. I thought about turning off the auto moderation, but there are some things I don't want said. So almost everything, this channel, best viewers. Almost everything is, I let through. You've said worse in chat? Yeah, I mean, I've said worse out loud. Tools are a good price. Yeah, they're not bad. Not bad. We're at the point in the company's arc where we don't have to worry terribly too much about finding the perfect prices for things or things like that. Hello, Sir Eridin. I'm doing well. How are you? So we are going to hang on to these heavy throwing axes. Could even hang on to some regular throwing axes, one or two, for a little extra hit chance for the library. If we still have to find it, but I don't know that we're going to bother keeping the great axes. I think the few situations where the great axe outshines the rusty axe, like against completely naked enemies, are fringe enough, and it's not that big a deal to still just use the heavy rusty axe anyway. You're reinstalling Battle Brothers after a 4-month hiatus. Any challenge runs ideas? No fat neutrals? I don't know, that's kind of tame. Here's my challenge run idea. You do every single origin in a row, taking out Black Monolith by day 150. Hardest difficulty settings, Iron Man, no third-party fights, no cheese, no nothing. What do you think? Looking for some new company? Perfect, you can start with new company, and then you can just go on down the line from there. Easy peasy. No cheese? Well, you can eat cheese, you just can't perform cheese. Totally different. Alright, and I think I will hang on to the Barbarian Madman's Ravager here. You've done Monolith by 150. Yeah, I mean, doing it once, easy. No problem. 15 times in a row. That takes a madman. Duelist new company? Go for it. Okay, so we got 2 bone platings. We could put one on Sir Leberecht's padded mail. It's a little bit awkward. It'll put it at -12 fatigue. The -3 fatigue penalty helmets are okay. They provide like 70 protection. So it's kind of not that good to put bone plating on this. I'd kind of rather give this a 0 fatigue penalty attachment. We could certainly put a bone plating on Armor of the Ejirok. I think that's pretty decent, actually. Yeah, bone plating here on Armor of the Ejirok is decent. And I also don't hate the idea of putting bone plating on like a stitched nomad armor. That's still pretty decent. It's a good nimble attachment for this, and then we can pair it with a -5 helmet. I think I like that. So we can change Crackalack's helmet, his whole setup, to something like this. He gets a free body shot that he can take each combat. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, looking pretty alright. And I don't think I'm going to do a unhold fur cloak. I don't think I'm going to bother with that. I'm going to save these thick white furs for additional fur paddings. I don't know that I'll make use of 3 of them, but maybe. What's the fatigue for your armor now? Yeah, so your armor goes to -10. So it was a -8 base. We added an extra 2 from the bone armor plating. And then we're pairing that with a -5 helmet for a total of 15. So you're still sitting at 40% nimble. Bone attachment must be saved for dark tunics. Yeah, it doesn't look good on the stitched nomad armor. It like fits a little awkwardly on it. Kind of soft agree. It's not the best Fashion Bros look, but that's okay. Functionally, it's good. And then I don't think we can take the boat anywhere because they all hate us. We can take a look at what this contract is. Escort caravan to Dornwall. Definitely not going to do that. Alchemist. We got some things here. We may as well buy all these. I don't see a reason why not. We can make use of them. We can always buy more caravan space. We have 2 more bros to recruit after all. You buying more repair? Like tools? Yeah, we're going to buy tools. I was just seeing if I needed to buy any nets quick or anything else there. No nets, I don't think. Could get like a smoke pot, fire pot. And then we'll get some food. A little ammo. Boom. If you use a net, do you get it back, or is it considered consumed? It's considered consumed. As soon as you use a net, it's gone forever. Okay. Dark tunics plus bones is -6, pairs with the -9 Barbute painted helmet for maximum Fashion Bros. Yeah, that's a pretty fashionable set, and honestly reasonably efficient. On a brother with super high hit points, like for example, I mean, Crackalack has super high hit points. I suspect that if I were to run that through like Turtle's battle calculator, that would have pretty favorable returns compared to other nimble armor setups. So, yeah. All right. I think this is actually a pretty good place for me to to call it for the evening. Gonna go have a snack before I get the dogs ready for bed and yada yada yada. Let's see, anyone else playing some Battle Brothers? Looks like Brenly. We'll go ahead and raid Brenly. Alright, so I will not be streaming tomorrow, by the way. We're gonna be taking down all our Christmas decorations, and I've got some errands to run around the house. I got some plumbing work I gotta do and other crap. Should be back on Sunday though, so no stream tomorrow, but I should be back soon. So, to all of you, wherever you are in the world, make it a good one. Ta-ta.